Welcome crafters, I am Lisa from the brand Lisa Horton Crafts, and you can see here I have got my brand new release from Spellbinders and Lisa Horton, and this is our holiday release. So I thought today I would do a video slightly different to normal. I'm going to show you all the dies, all the BetterPress plates, and I'm going to show you a ton of finished samples and just a little bit of inspiration about how you can use these products rather than diving into a demo, which we'll save for a separate video. So here we've got our circle die, and then we have the two inset dies that you can cut into your card if you want to. Maybe you want to create a shaker card, or you just want to use them as a decorative element. But if you want to use them as a bauble, you can cut those two and pop a plain one behind it and create these beautiful looking ornaments for Christmas. And then of course here we have our Christmas pudding element, and there we have some great little leaves there, our holly leaves, and we have the set of three little berries that go on top, and the berries that you can insert over the top of those to kind of give them a layered effect. But then we also have our string, or our little hanging ribbon, I like to call it, that you can pop over the top as well. So that is a really cool little set, and it's going to see you through, you know, lots of Christmas cards, I think, and very quick and very easy to achieve. So that's the first one. The second one, I think, now I do this all the time. I always say what is my favorite. So that was my favorite, and we're now going to come on to my other favorite, which is the tags. Now these essential tags are literally what they say on the tin. So what we've given you here, we've given you some different size tags. So you get 4 different size tags here, but you also get a little banner tag, and you get little options for the banner tags. So we've got a separate die here which will cut into here, so we're going to be able to give you almost like a matte layer in your tag. These two are great because they work with something else coming up very shortly. But you can also see on here you get your 4 tags, you get your little banners there as well, but you also get this piece here and your 2 pieces here. Now you can cut your circle out to create a real tag. Then you've got this piece here which creates that wonderful reinforcer, and then we have this piece here which gives you that effect of a luggage tag. So when we turn that over, you can see here you can use it in a very different way. Now we have some BetterPress plates coming up as well which work beautifully with these, because all of these, they fit perfectly onto the BetterPress plate, which means one pass and you can have stamped or foiled tags as well. So they're going to be really useful, and they're great teamed with the baubles. So you can see the largest bauble is going to work perfectly with these as well. So that's the first two. You can see why I like these, can't you? This is super cool. So this is our nested tree frame. So I've wanted a frame like this for ages. Now I've done something in my collections with a frame like this, but it's too big. It's not the right size for what I want for my smaller cards. It's not right in the kind of the landscape and portrait elements. This gives you the perfect size for your 5x7 cards, your smaller cards. This creates a card blank in itself if you want it to. You can just run it through your die cutting machine and cut to this point here, not cutting the piece at the top, and create yourself a card blank. It's just the perfect size, and I'm absolutely in love with this. And then we get our 3 nesting layers as well. So that then gives you the opportunity to bring in these 2 as well. So you could use these on top of your nested frame. You could just use this frame and create an aperture. You could use this frame and this frame as a tag if you wanted to as well, using these elements from the tags too. So many options, and this one here as well works in the beautiful BetterPress plate that we have coming shortly. Now the other thing we did include, because we have this central open part here, I really wanted to pop in a Christmas tree. I adore this tree. Look, it's so super cute. Look at that. If we turn this over, you can see you get your tree, and then you get a layer that you can put over the top of the tree, change the colour, and then another layer over the tree and change that colour as well. Then we have these pieces here, which you can use as decorative elements on your tree. You also have the snowy pieces, which you can use as decorative elements, or you can use it at the base of your tree. Lots of opportunity with this one. And then we included a few little baubles. I did think of using these, but these are a little bit too big. These are just the perfect size to fit on your tree. The other thing we've got here is your little tree trunk. Okay, just that piece there. And we also have some snowy pieces for the base of your tree. And of course, we have our little star. So when you turn this around, you can see how many different options you get. So the tree here has got the baubles and the straight kind of strings for you. This one here has your snowy elements as well. So this again is super cute, but very, very useful. Now this tree also fits onto your tags. So you can use your tree on your tags perfectly as well. So great idea for Christmas as well if you're wanting to look at doing something a little bit different on your tags this year. So that is the set of 3 dies. Okay. Now we move on into the BetterPress plates. These are wonderful. Now we talked about the background frame and we talked about the tags, and I said we had a plate that worked perfectly. So when we look here, this is our almost like a quadruple set of BetterPress plates, all in one complete collection for you. Now I feel that these are a great mix and match of festive and non-festive almost. We certainly can see here that snowflake is definitely going to be a festive release. The stars, yes, they're festive, don't have to be festive. And again here, birthdays, great. New Year, great. Celebration, wedding, graduation, all sorts of things, a celebratory element here. This can be snow if you want it to be. This can be bubbles if you want it to be. So I've kind of tried to make them useful for you, not dies that you're going to use once or plates that you're going to use once, pop away and not get out for another year. You're still going to be able to use some of these elements when you want throughout the year. I particularly like this because I think this one is quite plain and it sits in the background, whereas this one is great if you want to pop maybe the Christmas tree in front of that one, or if you want to use that repeated, or if you wanted to use that as a large section in the center of your card, or as part of an aperture as well. And you'll see what I mean when I turn these over, because they're much bigger than you think. Look at these. So how cool are these? Now these measure, let me grab my tea ruler, and I can tell you they are 4 3/4 inches by 2.5 inches. So they're a really good size, each one of those. So as I said before, you can use your frames and you can use them with your BetterPress plates, or you can use your tags with your BetterPress plates, and then you can pop your beautiful, beautiful baubles over the top. Just so much inspiration here for you, so many opportunities. Let me move that light for you. So we've got the gorgeous, I want to say spots or bubbles. Then we have these unusual looking stars. Then we have your regular stars, if you like. And then we have that very detailed snowflake. Now, of course, you remember you can foil these as well. So you're going to use your gold, your silvers, your pretty colour foils on those as well. And they're going to look stunning. So there we go. That's your first BetterPress plate. Now, the second one is a little bit different. And I really like this. So this is our essentials. Okay, so this is to work with our tags, but you don't have to, of course. So this gives you all your kind of extra elements that you don't normally see on BetterPress plates. So this gives you this corner. This gives you this corner here. This gives you the bow. This gives you the Happy Holidays vertical sentiments. This gives you, oh Christmas tree, merry and bright, so very merry, ho ho ho, do not open till the 25th. And all of these will work with your tags. Okay, so when we turn this over, you can see these gorgeous plates, and we've also included some dies. We had some space on the plate, so what we did is we created a die for your bow that cuts your bow out, and then we have a die for a couple of the sentiments here. So these ones are actually for the vertical, so that's for your happy holidays. So you've got your happy here and your holidays there, so you can cut those out as well. So it just gives you so many opportunities, and when you see the samples of this, you're going to love them. But of course you can see the sizing here fits perfectly with your tags. So now when we look at this one, it fits beautifully in the corner of the large tag, and this one, we made that one slightly smaller, so that means you can use that on a smaller tag if you want to. All of these sentiments fit on the banners here as well. So you've got your Oh Christmas Tree, which fits on this one, and then you can do your matte and layering. And then you've got So Very Merry, which will fit on all of them actually. And then you've got your Happy Holidays. Now don't forget, you've also got your Ho Ho Ho, and don't open till the 25th. So your Ho 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 will fit easily in there, as will do not open until the 25th. So a really, really useful set of plates, that one. And I think that will come out time and time again. And that's going to look great foiled on a tag as well, isn't it? So start mixing it up, start using it with your BetterPress, start using it with your foiling machines, and you're going to get some very cool results. Now, last but by absolutely no means least, this one is slightly different. Now, this is a mixture of dies and BetterPress plates. I love this. This, I think, is going to be coming out every single year. So how does this work? This here is a die. These are BetterPress plates. You have as well these backgrounds. So there's a little bit of shadow here on the light. So let's turn it over and show you. So it's a very big set, this one. It's beautiful. So here's your BetterPress plate. Now that is going to run through your BetterPress machine, and it is going to ink all of this area for you. Then we have the die, which you place over the top, and you're going to cut all of these sentiments out beautifully. And then we give you 3 different kind of matte layers. This one is your scallop. This one is almost like your starry pointed element. And this one is one that sits directly behind the element you cut out. And that gives you almost like a balloon, petal kind of shape. So that one I've found to be super useful if you want to create your own flowers, your own leaves, and other things like that. So that's really cool. So this is going to cut you 6 sentiments out at a time, and we get festive cheer, glad tidings, joy and blessings, happy holidays, so very merry, and Merry Christmas. And this is great to use as a shaker. This is great to use as a stencil. So whatever you've got left, keep your elements, pop some acetate behind it, and use that in a different way. And I've got a sample to show you of something very similar to that. So that is the collection. And now I'm going to pop in and show you a ton of finished samples. If all you wanted to see was the product, that is the product for 2024. But we're now going to dive into samples, and you can have a quick look at some of the inspiration. So the first one I'm going to show you is this gorgeous sample. Now this is using the beautiful, beautiful frame. And this has also the banners that we showed you as well, which come with the tags. This is the Merry and Bright sentiment from that BetterPress plate. And these pieces down here are from the ornaments. You can see here, that's the ornaments hanging down. So they've been used in a really clever way. Absolutely love that. So that's the first one. Now you can extend your dies as well. And as you can see here in this sample, the die's been extended, and you can turn it into almost like a DL card here, or a slimline card. And you can see now the tags, fabulous. You can see the Christmas tree as well. You can see the BetterPress plate, and you can see how putting them together on those tags works absolutely perfectly. And I'm hoping you can see how we've tried to mix and match everything so it all works together. Now, looking at those baubles again, or the ornaments, you can see here, this is just a different way of using them. And again, using here, look at that. That is that BetterPress plate with a die. How cool is that? And then extending again, that nested frame. Very, very pretty. And you can see here the reinforcer even. So attention to detail is really key for some of these samples. And I mean, look at this. This is so completely different. So not festive at all in terms of colour, for me anyway. And this has got the BetterPress plate, and this has got that gorgeous little bow at the top there as well. And this one's actually been foiled using those BetterPress plates in the background. Stunning, absolutely stunning. So our next sample again is so striking. Look at this. Wow. Now, I hope you can see here, this is the BetterPress plate in the corner, and that's been foiled onto some, it looks like glossy black card, and that's actually very, very pretty. And then we've got the Christmas tree again. We've got the happy holidays. All these little circles that have come out that are on here have come out of one of these frames just around the edge. So you get, and actually I think it could be this one. It could be that one. So no waste. So use your little circles to create beautiful samples. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And again, I'm going to move those out of the way because I've got a big sample to show you. So look at this. How beautiful is that? And that actually shows off very well how to use these BetterPress plates. Just beautiful. And there you go. There are your ornaments. Now to create this ornament, we've used here let me bring it in, it's easier to show you. This one here, turned it that way so it's facing down, and then popped it behind the circle. See that? It's so clever, isn't it? So very clever. But just goes to show the different things you can do with the collection. And of course, you've got the beautiful frame there as well. Little shaker tag. And again, that BetterPress background plate on there. Circles. Now, I think that circle maybe from the bauble. So you get a different look mixing it up. And look at that little bow again. And in the background, can you see that BetterPress plate? Let me see if I can get the light on that. That BetterPress plate just in the background, repeated with no ink on it and run through almost like an embossing folder. But you can see that BetterPress plate yet again in the background. Honestly, aren't they just stunning? Just stunning. And then white on white. Love that. And that's one of my embossing folders in the background, but teamed with the Spellbinders collection. I mean, it's beautiful. And that is the BetterPress plate. Again, there's your baubles. There's your ho, ho, ho separated out. That comes from this set here. Using the excess here from your BetterPress plates. Just cut that out, inked, sentiments popped inside, and if you see there, mounted on foam pads. Just very different again. And so clean and simple, look at this. Could you imagine a winter wedding? That would be really lovely, wouldn't it, on the tables? Wonderful sample, that. And again, shaker card. And using the elements available from Spellbinders. Sorry, I'm going to shake this and it might make your eyes go funny. But we have these shaker elements in there. How pretty are they? I love these elements and I cherry pick those myself. Spellbinders took me to the Buttons Galore stand and we absolutely, we got some beautiful elements. Quite a few more to show you. So I think if you've had enough inspiration, great. But if you want to stick around, I'm going to show you a ton more. So look how clever this one is. This is creating a card using the banners, using the largest all the way down to the smallest and trimming them down and making a Christmas tree. What a clever card. What a clever card. And again, those ornaments, beautiful. Very simple, very quick and easy card. And again, that BetterPress plate in the corner, like so. You can just see the Merry Christmas and the vertical Happy Holidays. Love those. A little cream card. How pretty is that? And then you've got that beautiful tree. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. Let's keep going. And some foiling here. Love that as well. And I love the frame. I love everything. I love it all. I think it's a really cohesive collection. And I think you're going to be able to pick up any of the elements and you're going to be able to do something spectacular. Honestly, use the inspiration here, screenshot what you need to, and use the inspiration to create some wonderful cards this season. Look at that. I just adore this. I mean, it's possibly, there she says it again, one of her favorites, but there are so many. But I think inspiration is always taken when you see the samples. I mean, it's lovely to see the product, but seeing the samples made is just the best thing ever. And then again, using those tags and the banners very different. That's our background scripts, and that's the edge of the frame. There's your Christmas trees, and there is your BetterPress sentiment. And look at this, look at this. How cool is this? That's using one of my background dies, and then the circles cut out into the card, and the Christmas pudding put behind the circles. See that here behind? And then one in the middle on the top. And then this is my sentiment from my stitched alphabet. But, you know, if you've got a sentiment with a H, you can certainly use what you've got at home. So that's a cool card. Really, really love that. And then I'm going to dive into the last little pile. So this is cool as well. Now this is clever because this is using my first release for Spellbinders when we did our circle dies and our spotlight frames. And what we've done here is made this into a really large bauble and use the kind of chain and use the top of the bauble there. And this is the circles from either here, if you want it to be, or you can use your circle from there. So pick and choose what size you want. And this is another Spellbinders die. I don't know the name of that one, but again, you can see how the two brands work beautifully together. Absolutely stunning. And we've got 5 more cards. This is a great take on the 2 releases combined. So that's one of my Spotlight BetterPress frames or dies, no, plates even. And then we've used the latest BetterPress plates as well. And then we've used, this is one of my Spotlight plates as well. Okay, the stripes. And then we also have the So Very Merry, and again, that banner again. Little stars taken from the Christmas tree in the nested frame. And we've then got, look at that, BetterPress plate in the background, which has been foiled twice. Beautiful. And foiled on the, I think that's the negative of the foiling. I think it must be the negative of the foiling on the bow. So this is the holly, which has come from this set here from the festive ornaments. Great idea as well, that one. And just a couple more. Here we have a gorgeous little frame, but then we have that festive BetterPress plate, which has been foiled, 2 Christmas trees, the snowy pieces on the top, and the sentiment. I'm going to bring some of these down just so we've got some samples left in shot. This one in as well, because I think that is a stunning card. And I'm just going to bring you a couple more just to show you, but just to give you a little different piece of inspiration here. And then we've got this tiny cute card. So that's what I mean, you can make your own card base with this one. This is why I love the size of this card. How cool is that? And then you've got all your matte and layers, you've got your tree and your happy holidays from the BetterPress collection. And then last but by no means least, we have this. Now this is using your Christmas ornaments again. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So they have been used as a shaker card. So you have all those elements inside with your little bows. Then you have these great repeated strings hanging down with a few pearls and that BetterPress foil plate for you. So that is my festive release for 2024 from Spellbinders. It is stunning. It gives you some really different opportunities. I'm going to pop some cards down so you can see. You can change your colours up. You can make them your reds and greens. You can do them in your silvers and blues. But I just wanted to pop in and show you the amazing inspiration and what you can do with the wonderful products from the combination of Lisa Horton and the fabulous team at Spellbinders.